Once upon a time, a father had two sons. The elder was clever and capable, but the younger was simple and could not grasp anything. People called him foolish, and he spent his days wondering why people said, "It makes me shudder," as he could not understand fear. One day, his father, frustrated by his idleness, demanded he learn a trade. The boy replied, "I want to learn to shudder." The elder brother mocked him, but the father, desperate to make something of him, sent him to the sexton, hoping he might teach the boy something useful. The sexton decided to test the boy's courage by playing a prank. He dressed as a ghost and waited in the church tower as the boy went to ring the bell. When the boy saw the figure, he demanded it identify itself. Receiving no response, he pushed it down the stairs, breaking the sexton's leg. The sexton's wife, furious, demanded the boy be sent away. The father, ashamed, gave the boy 50 thalers and sent him off to learn something useful. The boy set out, repeating to himself, "If only I could shudder." He encountered a man who suggested he spend a night under a gallows where 7 men hung. The boy agreed. That night, he built a fire and, seeing the bodies swaying in the wind, thought they must be cold. He took them down to warm by the fire. When they caught fire, instead of reviving, he rehung them and went to sleep. The next day, the man returned and asked if he had shuddered. "No," said the boy. "They didn't say a word." Continuing his journey, the boy reached an inn where he loudly wished to learn to shudder. The innkeeper told him of a haunted castle, promising the king's daughter and great riches to anyone who could survive 3 nights there. The boy eagerly accepted. The king allowed him to take 3 items into the castle: a fire, a lathe, and a cutting board with a knife. On the first night, as he warmed himself by the fire, 2 large black cats appeared and invited him to play cards. Noticing their sharp claws, he decided to trim them, killing the cats in the process. Soon, more creatures appeared, including dogs with flaming chains. Undeterred, he fought them off, killed many, and went to bed. When the king visited the next morning, the boy reported he had not yet learned to shudder. On the second night, strange sounds filled the castle. A half-man fell down the chimney, followed by the other half, which then assembled itself. The boy demanded the creature share the bench, refusing to budge when it tried to take his seat. More grotesque figures appeared, bringing skulls and bones to play ninepins. The boy joined in, using the lathe to round the skulls for better play. When the clock struck midnight, everything vanished. Still, the boy had not shuddered. On the third night, 6 men brought a coffin into the room. The boy opened it to find a frozen corpse. Feeling pity, he tried warming it by the fire and even lay in bed with it. When the corpse revived and tried to strangle him, the boy threw it back into the coffin, securing the lid. Later, a fearsome old man appeared, threatening to kill him. The boy challenged him to a test of strength. The old man struck an anvil into the ground, but the boy split the anvil with the man's beard caught in it. The boy beat him until the old man promised great riches in return for mercy. He led the boy to 3 chests of gold, 1 for the king, 1 for the poor, and 1 for the boy himself, before vanishing. The next morning, the king declared the boy had fled the castle and gave him his daughter's hand in marriage. Despite his newfound wealth and happiness, the boy lamented, "If only I could shudder." Annoyed, the princess devised a plan. While he slept, she dumped a bucket of cold water filled with wriggling fish on him. He woke up shivering and exclaimed, "Now I know what it means to shudder," and so at last the boy learned fear, though not in the way he expected.